In the early 1980s, few relationships drew as much fascination as the union between Valerie Bertinelli and Eddie Van Halen. They came from two completely different worlds, yet somehow found common ground in a connection that felt genuine and exciting. Valerie was known for her warm presence on television, while Eddie stood at the center of a rapidly rising rock scene. When they came together, the contrast only made their story more compelling. To the public, they seemed like proof that opposites could not only attract, but also thrive together. Their early days were filled with energy, hope, and a sense of possibility that resonated with fans. People didn't just admire them individually, they admired what they represented as a couple. In many ways, their relationship became a symbol of the era itself, bold, emotional, and full of life. It wasn't just about fame or success, it was about two individuals trying to build something meaningful despite the differences in their worlds. That foundation, though strong at first, would eventually be tested in ways neither of them fully expected. Two worlds coming together. Valerie's life in television had given her a steady rhythm, shaped by scripts, schedules, and a structured environment. Eddie's world, on the other hand, was defined by creativity, spontaneity, and constant movement. These differences were part of what drew them together, but they also created challenges. When two people live such different lifestyles, finding balance requires effort and understanding. In the beginning, they embraced those differences, seeing them as opportunities to learn from one another. Valerie experienced the excitement of live performances and tours, while Eddie got a glimpse into a more grounded and routine way of living. This exchange of worlds created moments of joy and discovery. However, over time, the contrast became harder to manage. The demands of their careers often pulled them in different directions, making it difficult to maintain the same level of connection. What once felt exciting gradually required more effort to sustain. Still, their willingness to try reflected a shared commitment to making their relationship work, even when circumstances made it challenging. The early days of marriage. Their marriage began with optimism and a sense of adventure. They entered it with genuine affection and a belief that love would guide them through whatever came their way. The early years were marked by moments of happiness, shared experiences, and the excitement of building a life together. They supported each other's careers and celebrated each other's successes. From the outside, everything appeared strong and promising. Yet even in those early days, the pressures of their individual paths were present. Balancing personal and professional responsibilities required constant adjustment. They were still learning about each other, discovering not only what brought them together, but also what set them apart. These early experiences laid the groundwork for their future, shaping how they would navigate challenges later on. While the beginning of their marriage was filled with hope, it also carried the seeds of the complexities that would emerge over time. The challenge of fame and distance fame can bring opportunities, but it also introduces unique challenges. For Valerie and Eddie, their public lives often took precedence over their private moments. Long periods of separation became common, with each of them focused on their own demanding schedules. Maintaining a connection under those conditions required effort that was not always easy to sustain. Communication became essential, yet distance sometimes made it difficult. The constant attention from the public added another layer of complexity, creating pressure to maintain a certain image. Despite these challenges, they continued to present themselves as a united couple. This commitment reflected their desire to protect their relationship, even when it was being tested. Over time, however, the effects of distance began to show. The connection that once felt effortless required more work, and the balance they had tried to maintain became increasingly difficult to hold. Becoming a family, the arrival of their son, Wolfgang Van Halen, marked a significant turning point in their lives. Becoming parents brought a new sense of purpose and responsibility. For Valerie, It was a deeply meaningful experience that reshaped her priorities. She focused on creating a stable and nurturing environment, ensuring that her son felt supported and loved. Eddie also embraced fatherhood, finding joy in sharing his passion for music. Their son became a central part of their lives, bringing them closer in some ways while also highlighting the importance of balance. Parenthood added depth to their relationship, but it also introduced new challenges. Raising a child while managing demanding careers required careful coordination. Despite these difficulties, their shared commitment to their son remained strong. He became a source of connection, a reminder of what they had built together, even as their relationship continued to evolve. Trying to hold everything together. As time went on, maintaining harmony within their family required increasing effort. Valerie often found herself taking on multiple roles, balancing her career with her responsibilities at home. She worked to create a sense of stability, even when circumstances made it difficult. This effort reflected her dedication, but it also came with emotional strain. Eddie's career continued to demand his attention, and the differences in their lifestyles became more pronounced. They both cared deeply about their family, yet the challenges they faced were not always easy to address. Communication sometimes fell short, leaving certain issues unresolved. Despite their best intentions, the gap between them began to widen. Still, they continued trying, holding on to the belief that their shared history and love would be enough to carry them through. The quiet shift in their relationship. Relationships often change gradually, and for Valerie and Eddie, this shift was subtle at first. Small differences became more noticeable, and moments of distance began to replace earlier closeness. These changes didn't happen overnight. They developed over time, influenced by circumstances and personal growth. Both of them were evolving as individuals, and that evolution sometimes led them in different directions. The connection they once shared didn't disappear, but it transformed. Understanding this shift required reflection and honesty, something that doesn't always come easily. They continued to support each other publicly, maintaining a sense of unity for their family. However, privately, they were navigating a more complex reality. This period marked a transition, one that would eventually lead them to reconsider the nature of their relationship, choosing separation with respect. When they decided to separate, it was not a decision made lightly. After many years together, they approached it with care and respect for each other and their family. Their choice reflected an understanding that sometimes relationships change in ways that cannot be reversed. Instead of conflict, they chose a path that prioritized dignity and mutual understanding. This approach allowed them to move forward without unnecessary tension. They remained committed to co-parenting and supporting their son, ensuring that he continued to feel secure. Their separation marked the end of one chapter, but it also opened the door to a new way of relating to each other. It showed that even when a marriage ends, respect and care can remain. Life after divorce. After their separation, Valerie Bertinelli and Eddie Van Halen stepped into new chapters shaped by independence and self-discovery. Valerie directed her energy toward her career and motherhood, gradually rebuilding her identity outside of marriage. She embraced opportunities that allowed her to grow both personally and professionally, finding stability in her role as a parent. Eddie, meanwhile, remained deeply connected to music, continuing his creative journey while adapting to life's changes. The transition wasn't without its challenges. Both faced emotional adjustments, learning how to navigate life without the partnership they had known for years. Yet, this period also became a time of reflection. They each had the chance to rediscover who they were, individually, separate from their shared past. Over time, they developed a new rhythm in life, one that acknowledged their history while allowing space for personal growth. Their journey shows that even after a significant ending, it's possible to move forward with purpose, resilience, and a clearer understanding of oneself. Maintaining a lifelong connection. Even after their marriage ended, Valerie Bertinelli and Eddie Van Halen maintained a respectful and meaningful connection. Their shared experiences, especially as parents, created a lasting bond that extended beyond their romantic relationship. Rather than allowing separation to create distance, they chose to stay supportive during important moments in each other's lives. This ongoing connection reflected a sense of maturity and mutual understanding. It showed that relationships do not always need to end completely. Instead, they can evolve into something different yet still valuable. Their ability to maintain respect demonstrated that emotional ties can remain strong even when circumstances change. They continued to recognize each other's importance, not just as former partners but as individuals who shared a significant part of life together. This connection also provided stability for their family, reinforcing the idea that care and responsibility do not disappear with divorce. Their story highlights how relationships can transform over time, proving that endings can lead to new forms of connection built on respect, shared history, and continued support. Moments of reflection and growth. In the years following her divorce, Valerie Bertinelli took time to reflect deeply on her experiences. She began to look at her past with greater clarity, acknowledging both the joyful moments and the difficult ones. This process of reflection was not about placing blame, but about understanding. It allowed her to see how each experience contributed to her personal growth. Through this introspection, she gained a more balanced perspective on life and relationships. She recognized patterns, lessons, and opportunities for change that she might not have seen before. Sharing her story became a way to connect with others, offering insight rather than judgment. Her reflections helped her move forward with a sense of peace, focusing on what she had learned instead of what she had lost. This stage of growth highlighted the importance of self-awareness and acceptance. By embracing her past honestly, she was able to shape a more grounded and thoughtful approach to her future, turning experience into wisdom, finding strength in honesty. One of the defining aspects of Valerie Bertinelli's journey is her commitment to honesty. She chose to speak openly about her experiences, allowing others to see both the positive and challenging aspects of her life. This openness made her story more relatable and genuine. Rather than presenting a perfect image, she embraced authenticity, showing that real strength comes from acknowledging imperfections. Her honesty created a space where others could reflect on their own experiences without fear of judgment. It demonstrated that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a form of courage. By sharing her truth, she encouraged meaningful conversations about relationships, growth, and self-awareness. This approach also allowed her to connect with people on a deeper level, building understanding through shared experiences. Her journey shows that honesty can be a powerful tool for healing and growth. It helps individuals move forward with clarity, acceptance, and a stronger sense of self rooted in reality rather than illusion. Healing through understanding. Healing, for Valerie Bertinelli, was a gradual and thoughtful process rather than something that happened overnight. It required time, patience, and a willingness to understand her own experiences. Instead of avoiding difficult emotions, she chose to face them, allowing herself to process what had happened. This approach helped her rebuild her sense of self and find a sense of peace. Support from loved ones also played an important role, providing encouragement during moments of uncertainty. Through reflection, she began to see her journey not just as a series of challenges but as an opportunity for growth. She learned the importance of self-care, recognizing that emotional well-being requires attention and effort. Healing became less about forgetting the past and more about learning from it. This understanding allowed her to move forward with greater clarity and confidence. Her experience shows that true healing comes from within, guided by self-awareness, acceptance, and a commitment to personal growth. A new perspective on love. Through her experiences, Valerie Bertinelli developed a deeper and more realistic understanding of love. She came to realize that love alone is not always enough to sustain a relationship. While affection and connection are important, they need to be supported by communication, mutual respect, and shared growth. This new perspective allowed her to approach relationships with greater awareness. She understood the importance of listening, adapting, and growing alongside another person. Her experiences taught her that relationships require effort and balance, not just emotion. This insight shaped how she viewed her past and influenced how she moved forward. Rather than holding on to idealized notions, she embraced a more grounded understanding of what it means to build a lasting connection. This shift in perspective was empowering, allowing her to make choices that aligned with her values. It also highlighted the importance of learning from experience, turning challenges into opportunities for deeper understanding and more meaningful connections. A legacy of resilience. Both Valerie Bertinelli and Eddie Van Halen left meaningful legacies in their respective fields, shaped not only by their achievements, but also by their resilience. Their journey, while complex, reflects the ability to navigate challenges and continue moving forward. Resilience is often built through difficult experiences, and their story demonstrates how those moments can lead to growth. They each faced personal and professional changes, yet remained committed to their paths. This determination allowed them to leave lasting impressions in their careers and personal lives. Their experiences highlight the importance of perseverance, showing that setbacks do not define a person's future. Instead, it is how one responds to those setbacks that truly matters. Their legacy is not just about success, but about the strength to adapt and grow through life's changes. It serves as a reminder that resilience can lead to meaningful and lasting impact. A story that continues to inspire. The journey of Valerie Bertinelli and Eddie Van Halen continues to resonate with people because it feels genuine and relatable. Their experiences reflect the complexities of relationships, personal growth, and change. Many people see parts of their own lives in this story, making it both meaningful and inspiring. It reminds us that life is not always straightforward, and that challenges are often part of the path toward growth. Their ability to move forward with understanding and respect offers a valuable perspective on how to handle change. Inspiration does not always come from perfect situations, but from real ones, where individuals learn and evolve. Their story encourages others to reflect on their own experiences and find strength in them. It shows that even after difficult transitions, it is possible to build a fulfilling and meaningful life. This lasting message is what continues to connect with people and inspire them.